Hey.
What's up?
I'm a
What's
here.
up, baby girl?
I'm a here. I'm a here.
You there?
I'm
That's
a
right.
here.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Yep.
yeah. Saturday night.
It sure
Saturday
is.
night, hanging out with the truth seekers, the
Mm-hmm.
Truth Seekers United of America, the
Yeah.
United Truth Seekers of America. Get ready.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
oh, damn. What's up, baby? Hmm?
Oh, just getting
How
into
we
the.
doing?
We're good. We're good. Just getting into the chat. Just trying to see what's going on. Oh, I see Tim's in the chat. Hey, Tim
Well,
K. Tim K. He's in the chat.
Tim K, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? I see mine. I see mine. Always,
Mm-hmm.
hanging out Saturday night, stuck in a box, unfortunately, you know, wanting to be out on the streets with my freedom. It's time to set this motherfucking eagle free, damn it.
Hell
It's
yeah.
hard to fly like an eagle when you're surrounded by a bunch of buzzards.
We got Sonny in the house. Hey, Sonny.
Sonny, girl. Yeah, man. It's all right hearing the truth out there, man, and getting the real deal. Hit that like button, share my shit, pass this word around.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this thing going. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, the more the better.
That's
Pass it
right.
around, spread the word, what's going on in the motherfucking American government. What's going on in California's corrupt ass CDCR system? What's going on and how fucked up it is, you know?
Oh, man. Is it ever?
Damn.
Is it
Yeah,
ever?
that's horrible.
Oh, we just, we were here 2 days ago and more stuff just kept bubbling up to the top like a bad batch of broth. And scum rises to the top, right?
Yeah, man. And you know what's a trip, baby girl? I ain't gotta go looking for it. Just fine. It comes to us. It's like,
I know, it's crazy.
Man.
It's
this has gotta be
crazy.
what we're supposed to be doing.
Yep, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, we're just fucking hanging out Saturday night, kicking, doing nothing. Wanted to hang out with you guys for a while and see what's going on out there. Any questions, any comments, shoot them before it's over so we can get it going. And I got some topics here, we're gonna hit on, but we're gonna let some more people come in. And
so far, all we got right now is our moderators.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And that's fine. That's cool.
I didn't hear you.
I said, so far all we got's our moderators, but that's fine. We know that there's people listening. They're tuning in.
Yeah, people listening. I know it. I know they are.
I've seen folks in the response.
Okay.
We got another Sonny.
Yeah, so
we got another Sonny. Hey, Sonny.
What's up, Sonny?
We got our Sonny 95532 is a moderator. We got another Sonny. How's it going?
Oh, okay. What's up, other Sonny? I said, Mom. I hope you're well. Hope you're well, of course, man. I hope you like hearing the truth about this bullshit ass prison system. Because it is bullshit. It really is, folks.
So you got some good topics tonight, dear?
Yeah, we got a few of them. I mean, I do the best I can, but my whole art genre is the corrupt side of CDCR and the fucking conditions of confinement. So I'm pretty much, my scope is narrow, and I try to keep them in my crosshairs, and I feel like I can't let up on the gas, because if I do, if we give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And you know how it is, baby girl. We can't let up. You cannot let up on these people.
Wait a minute.
If you let up...
Wait a minute. You said the corrupt side. What other side is there?
Well, for us, I talk about only the corruption. And, the foul-ass conditions of confinement. That's it.
Wait a minute. No, you said the corrupt side as if there was another side.
Well, you know what I meant. I mean, there ain't really no other side,
You didn't catch the joke.
You know exactly what I meant.
You didn't catch the joke, dear.
Right. I mean, there really ain't no other side, but that's all I talk about is the corrupt part of CDCR. And the fucking conditions of this fucking shitty-ass infested fucking bullshit I live in that got me in here. Got me and my co-defendants in this foul-ass block. But, yeah, man, so I was going to talk to you guys about a few things. And check this out. Baby girl, I was telling you this morning about that shit over there in Pennsylvania in 2003 where they were bribing, judges were being bribed to put kids in a prison. They were, no bullshit, TMK, check this out, man. Everybody, they were bribing judges. A couple of judges are being bribed by a developer who is building fucking juvenile law centers for youngsters. And if a kid got in a fight at school or whatever, they would fucking send him away to a little prison over there in Pennsylvania. And the judges were getting millions of dollars from the people who were contracted to build those centers, those prisons for kids.
Oh, they called it
3,000 kids got caught up in that.
They called it the Kids for Cash scandal.
Right, the Kids for Cash. But my thing with that is, I watched it this morning, folks, and the judges, there was two of them being bribed. One got 27 years in the feds, and one took a 17-year deal. But that's just not isolated to there. It's probably everywhere in the United States, especially California. And if you look at the prison boom in the mid-'90s in California, and then that's when they cracked down on all the laws and the 3 strikes in California in the early to mid-'90s, one was related to the other. So you got all these prisons being built and additional yards being added to prisons, or prisons being built across the street from other prisons, like old prisons. So High Desert, across the street from High Desert State Prison is Old Susanville. Okay? So that prison got built. Salinas Valley got built. The New Delano got built. There's a few of them that were built in the 90s, and then as you know, they cracked down on the law, and it's like one was hand in hand with the other, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's not an isolated incident, that thing in Pennsylvania, Cash for Kids. But I was checking that out this morning, y'all, and it just struck a chord, because you've got one thing related to the other, and that's being what I'm saying, man. That's what I've been saying here. It's all a fucking enterprise. It's all fucking business. It's a fucking company, man. It's all company, corporation type of shit going on.
Well, something big.
You got prisons.
Something big had to have happened to get those judges put in prison. I mean, that's almost unheard of. So,
Well, the Supreme Court. So what I seen this morning on Court TV, the Supreme Court was tripping on 2,500 kids being sent to prison, and some of them waiving attorney rights, some of them had no record, but they go to prison for like a a school, like a little fist fight at school, you know, and they'd go to prison. They were sitting in the prison, man. And so the Supreme Court said, wait a minute, something ain't right. Well, they sent the feds to investigate, and the feds came up with them two judges were getting big time kickbacks from a developer called Miracle. Miracle was the developer that constructed those prisons, the juvie law centers in Pennsylvania, 2003 and the 2007. Miracle. So they got them judges on the hook to fucking fill up their prisons. And they were kicking the money, millions and millions. And that's what I think is going on in California. To some degree, but they're a little slicker out here. I think they're like, well, we'll give them a public, this is just my opinion, we'll give them a bullshit public defender who's really don't have no money to defend you, don't have a bunch of money at all, don't have a bunch of resources at all, and, you know, is really on the lower end side of the budget. And by no fault of his own, he might just be starting out. And then they got a prosecutor who's got all sorts of resources at their disposal.
Yeah, but they're not doing kids here so much like that, but actual adults. Anyone they can get their hands on.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, but they did do a lot of kids now. You got to remember, they had a bunch of prisons get shut down for the youngsters. I just don't think, you know, I don't know if it was just, I think it's just more than just the youngsters. I think it's being on a higher level.
Well, just because they shut down youth authority doesn't mean they shut down juvenile halls. They kept it county. That's all. There's no longer a state institution for juveniles. But there's still,
I just think that
there's still a California conservative or conservation, which is more of a rehab type thing for kids, I think, where they at least give them a little work ethic, make them work their self to the bone type thing.
Look, I think that mentality with them judges over there, you know, I think it's more widespread than what's been reported. I think it's more widespread, that concept, that mindset right there, man. And I think in California, the judges in California tilt the law in favor of the prosecution.
Well, they do that everywhere. They do that everywhere, don't they? I mean, come on. We've been watching. Brant's like a huge court TV fanatic, and he watches all kinds of court cases, trials, etc. And it's become real obvious that that's just normal for the prosecutor to find favor of the judge.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
You mean the judge to find favor upon the prosecutor?
Oh, well, I meant the prosecutor is favored by the judge. Oh, man. Told y'all I'm not a good speaker at all. But here we are. Anyways, when he gets back, the Globalina interruption is over. How y'all doing? I see y'all there. Saved by the Bell. It was totally outrageous what they did to those kids, and I wonder how many are still being roped up behind all of that. All right, you're back.
All right, I'm back.
Well, Ken's in the house. He says hi. Sends his love and
What's
respect.
up, Ken? I send mine to you, brother. I hope you're well, homeboy. Hope you're well, man. But, yeah, baby, I think it is more widespread. I just, you know, over here they're a little bit more sleeker with that judge shit. tilting the law in the fucking favor of the prosecution, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Well, there's no money in letting the convicted go free, is there?
No. Because, like, you know, if they don't have bodies in these cells, they lose money. If they don't have a body in these cells, they lose money. And they'll tell you that. I mean, the higher ups tell you that, straight up. That's why they like to compact and get double cells. Because if they compact, they got an open cell. They can throw another body in it, get more money. That's how they do it. That's how they do it.
Wasn't there a problem with the private prisons for that very reason? That they were demanding 100% capacity, and they had untrained guards and untrained staff, and it was just the very worst in human warehousing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you ain't bullshitting with that one. Yep. But so yeah, man. So I was checking that out today, and then you know, I was also thinking back when we did the hunger strikes at Pelican Bay, and Terry Thornton, their spokesperson, and how she carefully crafted a narrative for the public, right? And you know, she said, I remember on the first hunger strike, folks. You know, the most we got on the first one was about 6,500 people that joined in. And she tried to say that there was only a couple hundred people, and they're eating their commissary. But what she didn't tell y'all, what she didn't tell the public, was that they came in our cell, took everything out of our cell, commissary, every edible and drinkable thing out of our cell. So all we had was clothes and a TV, and they put it in bags. Put my name and number on the bag and threw my bag out there in the hallway, and so nobody could cheat. And you know, I start tripping on these, you know, how they craft the narrative, and they do it very carefully, you know, and they tell the public for 40 years now they did this to us, man, and now we have these platforms where we can share the exact truth, the real truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And you know, it's like it's only been one-sided for all these years. It's one-sided, right?
Right.
And now we got this with y'all out there, and whoever else wants to get in on it and listen to it, you know. But yeah, it's definitely a helpful tool right here to have a little transparency in hopes for accountability. You know, hopefully there's some type of accountability, because what I trip on is that they're so bold and brazen with their corruption. It's like, yeah, that's what we do. Who gives a fuck? Sue us. You know? Yeah, we falsify shit. Yeah, we fake shit. Yeah, we lie. Who cares? And then, you know, you got that.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You got the oath. You found the oath, didn't you, baby girl? That of their fucking their little bullshit academy for the fucking weirdos. And you found their oath, and they don't uphold that. You ought to see these fucking cops, man. Some of them are like 400 pounds and 4'10", you know, out of breath, walking down 3 or 4 cells. You know, they can't even stand up right. They're so fucked up. Or, you know, oath don't mean nothing to these motherfuckers. You know?
No.
It don't mean shit.
Yep, and playing on their cell phones instead of doing their duties, and undermining the value of your whatever you're supposed to receive, you know, like just undermining it and acting like it's a burden to do their job. You know, I can't believe what I've overheard. It's just, I know I've worked some jobs where if that was my attitude, I'd be out in 5 minutes. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And I only got paid the most $8 or $10 an hour to do those jobs. So, you know.
Right. Right. I was going to also tell the folks here about the old ad tag, solitary confinement ad tag, same thing, shoe, the whole, it's all the same thing, just synonymous words, right? So it usually goes like this. Come off the main line for whatever infraction or whatever they claim under investigation, concerns, safety concerns they claim or whatever. They take you to ADSEG. ADSEG is the same exact thing as this shoe. It's no different. You're stealing cuffs every time you leave your cell. You don't got no contact, no inmate hand-to-hand contact, no nothing. No contact visits, shit like that. But now the old ADSEG back in the 90s, we'd go to yard together. You know, you go outside, you got a little concrete yard. They called it the shoe yard. And it'd be like maybe you had white-ish outsiders together on the yard, and then blacks and North Daniels together on their yard. You know, and when you come to hold back then, canteen was $35 max a month. You get $35 a month. And you got no TVs, no radios, no appliances, no nothing, just a book. You know, you could get books, and that was it. That was the hole for you. That was the hole. That was it. It was a bleak, fucked up place, and so everybody tried to get to the shoe real quick so we could get our property, get our TVs, and you don't get all that shit in the hole, you know? Write letters and get your behind the glass visits. Well, now the hole's a little different, and here's why. It's because the administrations up and down the state like to keep people trapped up in these ADSEGs. And they keep people trapped up in these ADSEGs for years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Me, 9 years. Well, under the Astor case, we changed that as part of the settlement. Give everybody their TVs and same as you get as if you were in the shoe. Same shit in the shoe you get in ADSEG. Because it's the same status. It's the same classification status. Whether you're here or in Pelican Bay shoe or in Corcoran shoe. It's called D status. D. Dog. And so in 2014, 13, they start changing the ADSEGs because people were being stuck in a hole for 2 or 3 years waiting on a bus to go to a shoe. And, nobody likes that, and because when you get to a shoe, you get all your property. Well, you get half your property and the other half you're sitting at home. But, so the old ADSEG is yesterdecade it's gone, right? It's gone. Because what they did was they took the yards from us, they took the shoe yards from us, and they put us all in dog kennels. They created these weirdos to throw poop and pee on people. This is what they created because back in the days we could go to yard, and that guy that would that if he did throw poop and pee on anybody, he's got to come out to that yard, and you can only imagine what had happened to him. So the CDCR created this environment, man. This is the environment they wanted. This is the environment they got. And, it's a mess. It's a fucking mess. Right, baby girl?
Well, yeah, especially when they don't punish the gassers. Give them, a pass.
Yeah, they don't do shit to them, guys.
Yeah. I mean, that gasser
they don't do shit to them.
that you said's going out, is he going to go out there and do that shit too? Is he gonna do it out
Well,
there?
he's going, yeah, the ones that are doing it here, they're going out to the SNY yards.
But is
So,
he gonna?
them SNYs, they believe in that stuff.
Well, they're having
Yeah,
fucking
I know.
flinging parties over there at the SM. Well,
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ew.
They believe in that shit, girl.
Oh.
Oh, no, where you been? I've been telling you this.
Well, I mean, I figured they do it there because they're like, but they go out to their little line out there where they're a society and they're having
No. No GP does that.
I'm not saying GP,
Only ones that do
but
that.
their yard is still a
So,
yard.
Who does it?
Their yard's still a yard.
Who does it?
They do.
It's the SNY yard, though. They don't have no morals. They don't have no integrity.
I'm like having the worst vision right now of like, free for all. Like, I know what those yards, those yards look like schoolyards, so I can wrap my head around that. So they're running around this schoolyard lawn, like with like a baseball diamond or something, and
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They're just having balloon fights, basically.
Yeah, I definitely don't know all. I don't care. I just know what they do in a home by throwing poop and pee, and it's acceptable to that class of
obviously, it's acceptable to the cops too, or they wouldn't like promote them from that behavior.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck. They promote that shit. They promote that shit. They if they didn't, they would open the wrong cell doors. They'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I slipped."
Oh my god.
Sorry, I shot and hit the guy that gasses everybody. Oops. Well, they ain't gonna do that. No. So yeah, they promote it. But anyway, so these units CDCR created, this mentality they created, and again, we're not supposed to be here at all.
Right.
And so, I mean, they're the ones at fault, right? Nobody else. It's all the responsibility, the problem, the fault. It's all CDCR for creating this fucking bizarre ass system.
Well, honey, I remember talking to the PIO, the new PIO, about it, and he's like, "No, they're supposed to be there," and I'm like, "Well, you're not supposed to be there, and your co-defendants aren't supposed to be there," and I couldn't even get a straight answer out of him from that. He's like, and it was like, "Wow, come on, man." Come on. Give us some reasonableness to work with here.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
He's the guy that said that Ronnie deserved to get slammed. So let's be real. I mean, come on now. You gotta think about the person that's telling you.
Yeah. Well, been getting crazier, believe it or not. It doesn't seem like it, but at the same time it does. It's crazy. There's like a killing every day recently. That trips me the fuck out. Like, daily. What the hell?
This is Global Tailwind. You have a prepaid call from an incarcerated individual at the California State Prison for Presa, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a Thank you for using Global Tailwind.
All right, baby girl.
Okay.
You got any questions or comments before I move on?
Any questions or comments before he moves on?
Shoot him. But that's what AdSeg is. It's the shoe. It's AdSeg. It's all Division D status, and it's different today because it's different as far as property in the cell, and because they keep people here, and you can do your whole shoe term in AdSeg for 2 years. 13 months, 18 months, whatever they give you, you can do it all right here. That's why they give you more shit instead of keeping you like they used to, without anything. That's just how it is. So,
well, as an NDS detainee of the feds, you would think you would have gotten a lot less grief than you did.
Right. I know. I wish, but they definitely weren't trying to make it easy on me at all. At all. And it's like fucking, they claim they have their reasons, but their reasons don't match up with policy. Reasons don't match up with the law or the rules. So,
their reasons are self-serving.
They're 100% self-serving, baby girl, And a lot of the cops I know that are old school, they want the old school AdSeg, right? Old school shoe, AdSeg, old school life. And I tell them, well, you can't have the old school cop in AdSeg without the old school convicts.
Right.
In the old school way.
Mm-hmm.
And they know what I mean. I don't have to say it because they know what I'm saying. And they're like, oh, no, we don't want that shit. No. And they know what I'm talking about. You can't have the old school program without the old school convict, first of all, because we are the program. And, what they don't want to escort a guy to the phone, right? They don't want to sit in the office on their assholes all day, watching some bullshit on their phones or, doing shit they ain't supposed to be doing. Not working. They don't want to work. So, that's how it was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so we'll move on.
Mm-hmm. And they act as if the tablets are some kind of like transformational gift,
right.
Which they are, but not the way they're making it sound. It's been absolutely therapeutic and family bonding and giving a man a sense of hope and purpose, whereas they want all that gone. They don't like that. They don't want you to be better.
Right. There it is there. You hit it right on the head. They don't want you to have no hope, no family connections, no loved ones. They don't want none of that in your life. So, let me tell you something.
Yet in their policy, they claim they do.
Right. In the policy that are in their CDCR, that's what they claim. But, policies don't equal practice either. So,
right.
Okay, again, when you come to the hole for disciplinary, you do not get all the functions on your tablet. You don't get the phone, you don't get the text, you don't get the movies, and you don't get the music. Okay, disciplinary. When you come to the hole for something that's not your fault, for something that's nothing to do with your fault, they put you under investigation for whatever reason. You get it all. You're supposed to. That's how that works. If anybody says different, is a lying sack of dog shit.
Fair enough.
And I read the policy. Yeah, I read the policy.
Yeah, but policy and practice don't mesh, and they'll cherry pick who gets those privileges.
That's right. But here at New Folsom, so far,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
So far, that's how it's been. Non-disciplinary get all the functionality of the tablet. Disciplinary does not.
What What about when they tried to take away the phone from you?
Well, we did the hunger strike. We did a hunger strike 6 days, and they gave it back because they said we are right. They are wrong.
Imagine that.
And they gave it back. Yeah, I know.
Well, we gave them a good argument. We gave them a good argument. That family bond and the family purpose, and it's in their policy, and they had a hard time denying it, didn't they?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions there, baby girl? Check the chat. Anything going on, y'all? Y'all got any questions?
Quiet in here. They're all enthralled with what you've got to share, I guess. Yep.
Okay, well, I'll move on until we get some.
Okay.
So, if y'all know about this California model thing they've been promoting, right? And I've been talking about it ad nauseum. And this California model is not implemented for general population at all.
Nope.
At all. No GP yard has this program they call the California model. And it's only being rolled out to their rat yards, PC yards, and shit like that. You know? It is. It's not being put on no GP yards. They haven't tweaked anything.
Is it on?
To make it,
Do you know if it's on the 50-50 yards?
The which one?
Do you know if it's on the 50-50 yards?
From my understanding, it is, but those ain't GP yards, so as of right now, no GP yard has this program, none. And so when they relate the violence with this program, saying that this program's on, that they're implementing this program in all prisons, that's bullshit. They're only putting that program on the PC yards, no GP. And so when they try to relate the one thing to the other, it might be true in some sense, but again, this program is not being rolled out to the GPs. And they know if they do that, they're going to have to make some tweaks and turns and to try to fit it in better to how the GPs see it, or it just won't happen. It just won't ever happen. And I think the GPs, if it was to be unrolled to the GPs, it might work. It might work. It might have a better success rate. I don't know, but with a couple little fixes here and there, a couple little things here and there tightened up, you never know, because GPs go to classes, they go to courses, we go to whatever type of programs they do offer, if they do offer it, so when we go in front of the board, they can't say we're just sitting in the cell doing nothing. But it's just so far, everything is geared and angled at the S&Y rat yards in the Chomo Rainbow rat yards, So I wanted to share that with you guys because I hear people talking about it, but they're not talking that. They're trying to put it in a broad sense, like it's for all prisons. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's not all prisons. It's not. It's only for the snitch yards, in the Chomo yards, in the PSU.
And big conditions are put onto that treatment too, whereas, they're modeling themselves after, I believe, don't have conditions like that. That it's their norm. And that's where it becomes a mockery. they're playing as if
right,
they're
yeah.
doing it, but really they're doing a carrot dangling sort of thing.
Right. But you know what? Anytime they want a program to fail, they put it on SNY Yard.
Huh.
Because they know them dudes are just anarchy. It's anarchy. They don't do nothing right. They don't listen to nothing. They don't care about nothing. They got no standards, no honor, no dignity, no integrity.
And you can't teach
anytime
that.
they want something to fail, they put it on their yard.
You can't teach.
And it's history. It's just history.
You can't teach those people that because they already know it's there and choose to not have it. I mean,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I can't say that all are that way, but I mean, if that's how their societies run, then they're going to keep that as a status quo. They're not going to suddenly gain some moral integrity.
Right. They're not gonna wake up in the morning and have integrity. It just don't work that way. No. Right, baby girl.
Well, it could, but we call that a miracle, and a lot of hard work.
No, I don't know this and why Yard. It just ain't happening. But anyway, I get to kind of see the writing on the wall. I'm not sure. But with how they're doing stuff now, CDCR's doing shit, it just seems to me they're finding loopholes. They're finding loopholes to keep us in the hole and to keep us in the shoe. They're finding these loopholes, man, and like with me, I mean, goddamn. And there's other brothers, there's other friends of ours that are stuck in the hole too, And they keep finding these little chinks in the lawsuit and chinks in the policies and henpecking, cherry picking the policies to keep us in the hole. Oh, we got to do this investigation. Well, an investigation ain't supposed to take longer than 30 to 90 days. But they'll do it. Oh, we forgot to do this form. We forgot to add this form or fill out this form. See you back in 90. Oh, we forgot to put his signature here. There's another 90. Oh, he didn't do this investigation yet. There's another 90 days. So now you're at a year already. Yeah, I seen them do it. They done it to my friend, that was my old neighbor right here, and they done it to me. They done it to me. No accountability. No accountability at all for these fucks. None. But I do believe that share my videos, sign petitions for independent reviews, independent investigations of CDCR. Demand to know where your tax dollars are going and how it's being spent. Right?
Well, we need to develop a grassroots watchdog community built of citizens. And we have to demand our right to access the institution on all levels. All levels. And they're very resilient to that latter part. They love their lack of transparency.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
And that's what we the people need to demand the most is absolute transparency.
Yeah, I would say, hey babe, too bad we couldn't get somebody to draw up a petition demanding an investigation into the CDCR and how the tax dollars are being spent. And I don't know, I'm just spitballing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean something, go to the lawmakers and hang on. Okay, let me call back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have the intellect to do it myself. But surely there's somebody out there with the legal mind and desire to expose the truth. I know it's a big dog who's it's not even just CDCR.
Global Kelly, you have a prepaid call from an incarcerated individual at the California State Prison for Presa, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a Thank you for using Global Kelly.
Hey,
Hey,
I got
Yep,
some comments
I'm back.
here. WEF is back and saying I was a correctional officer at one point in my life, and I actually agree with the things that you're saying.
Get on, man. Get on. Right on, man. Hey, I don't, you were one of them. That's fine. You made your money, did what you did. That's right, man. And, we got to, if you have something I agree with, I'll agree with you. I don't care where you're from, what walk of life. And it's just that, in my eyes, this money is being spent stupidly. Not only is it being spent stupidly, it's being spent haphazardly, and where's this fucking money going?
Right.
Where's $18 billion a year going? I don't get it. I'm okay. We got 27 prisons, 25, right? $1 billion per prison, or $500 million, however it works.
About $500 million.
Yeah, about $500 million. But there's no fucking way that the federal prison system's budget is $9 billion a year for 122 prisons through the country, across the country. $9 billion. And CDCR's for one state, California, is twice that.
Well, and then
And
also,
it's in it's in shambles. It's in shambles.
it's in shambles, definitely, and it's got a quarter of the institutions that the feds have, but also there's so much unaccounted for income coming to CDCR. I want to see facts on it. I want to know what this Calpia money laundering recycling thing is. I want to know where the corporate labor is going to. I want to know where this unaccounted for money is going to, and stealing from the inmates, stealing on every level, from we're gonna cut your commissary choices and raise the rates, to we're gonna take your gate money, to 55% restitution.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's
55%.
receiving restitution. Where does that money go?
Okay, let me ask you this. Hang on, baby girl. Okay, off $100, I used to pay $55 to a restitution fund.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I don't have victims on my original case. There was nobody got hurt. So, okay, so then it's a court tax, right? A trial tax. Okay, so what about all these people that have restitution? You're telling me that every person that owes 55%, that money's going to their victims, to the restitution fund, and they're actually getting it? Absolutely not.
No, actually, I looked into that a little bit, and if you're expecting compensation, you basically have to jump through massive hoops and beg for it as a victim seeking restitution. And they're not handing it out. Right. They're not even letting you know it's available. You have to go hunt it down on your own.
Exactly.
And then they're not willing to give it up so easy either. They'll probably find reasons to delay it or put it off or minimize it. You know it.
Right. They will. I just have a problem with your money, my mom's money, truth seekers' money being stolen to torture Americans. Like, we're Americans too, fool.
Mm-hmm.
Americans treating Americans like dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Your ass is going to prison.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like your own Americans are going to treat you like dog shit.
Well, yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there is a lot of fuck ups in there too. It doesn't help them.
I mean, come on. I mean, I get that, right? But doesn't mean they deserve to be treated like dog shit, does it?
Well, they've probably been treated like dog shit their whole life. They don't know the difference, and they don't expect anything else, which is sad. And they don't even know that there is another way, and so they never really fix the problem. They just I don't know, breed better criminals. That's kind of what I noticed, going through recovery, and that a lot of exposure to the worst of the worst just makes you a better criminal, a better addict, a better sleazeball, a better weirdo.
Yep.
We're getting some light in the comment section here. Brett Ray says there's probably a bunch of unmarked graves in that courtyard. We'll never know. We do know
this call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
There's Potter's Field, where they bury the unclaimed who died. I don't think any of their graves are marked.
Right.
Tim says it puts everything into perspective comparing CDCR to the BOP. It really does.
Yep. I mean, when you have a system that's out of control on every level, everything, and what I see from the inside is the mental health aspect of these prisons is draining the money.
Well, remember, Reagan shut down all the mental hospitals so that they didn't have any place else to go.
And not only is it draining the tax dollars, 80% of them fucking dudes are fake hideouts. It's not real. They're not mentally ill. It's fake. 80%. Yeah. There's some that are. Yeah, I've seen it. I live it. I know. You or nobody could tell me nothing different because I live it.
Well, what they need to do is reopen these mental institutions and cut a clear line between mentally ill and corrections, because you can't.
Hey, baby girl, what'd you find? Wait. You found a psychologist doctor made $800,000 in 1 year.
Yep.
In prison. A psychologist, folks, $800,000 in 1 year for doing what? Now that needs to be answered.
Well,
what are they doing?
They're supervising the pill passers that have the label as psych techs, and they're calling that mental health.
Not 800 G's a year to do what, man? I mean, it's fucking bizarre, dude.
Wasn't Jeffrey Beard a psychologist? He was he was doing some weird stuff. Like he was meddling with the yards and playing games with how they were set up.
Yep.
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I'm baffled. It's like, what'd you say the CME doctor made, the doctor, 500 G's in a year?
Yeah.
Right? For what?
To mitigate health care.
And cut health care, but yet give a faggot some titties.
Well, see, now...
Give a faggot, wait, I'm talking. give a faggot some estrogen shots.
I have a real problem with that. There's people who are not getting critical health care, yet they're affording gender reassignment on our dollars, on our tax dollars, and calling it necessary, and then putting these weirdos in with the women. Why aren't they not putting them in their own yard? I just don't understand why the weirdos don't have their own fucking yard. There's enough of them now, and even there isn't. There's some empty yards.
Hey, baby.
Fuck their discrimination. Everybody's discriminating and segregated in prisons. So yeah, they can get segregated and discriminated too. Fuck them.
But when you have corporate prison in 2018 spent on one homosexual surgery, $2 million for gender reassignment. Why? Because it makes his mind work better. He's got mental health issues, and cutting his dick off and giving him pussy is gonna make him better in his brain. So we're gonna spend $2 million of your money and my mom's money, everybody else's money, to do that to this dude. And you're gonna kill me. That's cool. You're out of your fucking mind.
I got some news for you. There's like now the gender reassignment trend is wearing off, and there's a lot of regret. These people who needed psychiatric or psychological help got their places where they pee deranged and mutilated, and now they're wondering what the fuck happened to them. And it's like, well, instead of fucking with your head and straightening that out, they just started lobbing off body parts and doing weird, twisted, sicko, Mengelian type of stuff.
And you want to hear something worse, or just about the same? This guy, this training, this fucking weirdo, he put a lawsuit in because they wouldn't send him to a gynecologist doctor. They wouldn't give him a pregnancy test. Oh my God!
And so a lawsuit and an unnecessary medical bill. Okay. Didn't they actually?
Yeah, and they said, here's what they said. It'd help his mental illness.
Where?
Holy shit!
Where are they going to put the speculum?
Holy shit! Up his ass, probably. I don't know. Help me, folks. Come help me. Come rescue me. Get me out of here. Hey, baby girl. I can go on and on, folks. It's disgusting, man. And, you know what they tell me? 602 it. Man, y'all, the 602s are crap. Their program is crap. Sacramento headquarters crap. Administration's crap. You know, I got a problem with them bilking y'all's money, man. For that. And many, many other things. You know?
And then there was just a killing at their little pet project over there at the rehabilitation center at San Quentin. I mean, I thought they were supposed to be having lollipops and pony rides there. How could they be killing each other?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Ain't that your California model?
Yeah, exactly.
Let me call back.
Okay, well, yeah, we're on a roll. We got some issues here. I'm about sick and tired of funds going to waste on unnecessary elective surgeries, and I'm pretty sure there's no other elective surgeries allowed in prison, which is the craziest part. Down to that lovely pea protein that tastes like puke.
An incarcerated individual asked, the California State Prison for Prison, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a good. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right, I'm back, baby girl.
You are back.
Yep. So, I mean, look, man, I get it. It's, you know, maybe we can all sign a petition, circulate a petition. I don't know, pass these videos around, ask questions, demand answers, demand transparency and accountability for CDCR, the biggest corrupt enterprise in the fucking United States of America. I promise you that. I promise you. And if you follow the money, you're going to find corruption, and you're going to find the people that are stealing it from you. You know, they're going to find the people that are stealing it from you. And you know what? Here's the thing. The recidivism rate, if they want to get technical, okay, for prisoners that have more than 20 years in the prison system, recidivism is like 1% for a man that has 20 plus years of doing time. 1. Okay, and that's because that comes from, we know what it's like. We know what real hard life and hard time is like. And we don't want no more of it. We're good. That's it. Most of us are like, you know what? I go live under a fucking bridge. As long as my freedom is there, I don't care what I gotta endure. I don't care what I gotta do. I'll never come back to prison alive. And so, and I believe that they have federal FBI behavioral knowledge people that know that. Because if you look at the statistics of that fact right there, 1% come back and reoffend. You know, out of 100 guys that got more than 20 years in the system, they go home, only 1 comes back. And it's like, and I believe they know that. And I believe they know that they can let dudes like myself and other people go home, put us on ankle monitors or whatever for 5 years, and we'll never fuck up. No. Because we know the end result. If we do, we know what we're coming back to. We know, you know, how it's going to be. And it's like, we know what it's like to be hopeless. You know, we know what it's like to be hopeless. So if they really wanted to fix this shit, they would. They would stop fucking around, stop bamboozling the American public, stop lying to you guys and saying that they're fixing it and they're trying to, or, you know, they got some fucking holy fucking grail policy they're laying out, and really get down and serious about it. But they don't want to do that because it takes from their budget, and that budget takes out of their pocket. That's why. Mm-hmm. That's why. Mm-hmm. You know, just, we're going to do this California model. But what they're not telling you is they're doing it for failure. They're already setting it up for failure.
Just like
because
the
they're rolling it out to the S and Y's.
Just like the 50-50.
They're rolling it out to the S and Y's, and they know they're gonna fuck it up. They know it's not gonna work. They know it's gonna fail. 10 years from now, they're gonna come back to the public. Look, folks, we tried. It don't work. So we got to do this other program. Mm-hmm. We need $10 billion from you guys for. You know, it's a 5-year program. We're going to do it in 5 years. It'll work. We promise. You know.
Meanwhile, they're extracting dollars, billions of dollars.
Yep.
into their own
Yep.
pockets.
Yep. And all they got to do, really, babe, all they got to do is really go back and use that statistical review of a man that has more than 20 years in the system, level 4 hard life, and build their rehabilitation around that in his family. Family structured rehabilitation is where it's at. It's not playing goldfish with a cop or shaking hands with a cop.
No.
You know, that's insane.
No, it's spending time with your loved ones on the cell phones. I mean, not the cell phones, the tablet phones, excuse me.
The tablets. That's funny.
Well,
but that's where it's at, though, is the family geared rehabilitation. You know, that's where it's at. And I didn't let me go home to my baby girl's house. But I'll wear 3 ankle monitors, 4 ankle monitors, man. I ain't going nowhere. I'll stay in the house. I ain't going outside the door. I'm good. If I could do life in a fucking 8x10 box, concrete, I could do life at home eating good food with my baby girl sleeping on a memory foam mattress. And playing with my dog. Yeah. Right, baby girl?
Right. Tim K says CDCR seems to have no concern whatsoever about how they spend money and how they treat people. Neither do the district attorneys. Right. And it's kind of interesting because the DAs are feeding the prison system.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. They're feeding the prison system. And the judges are tilting the law in favor of the prosecutions to help ensure a conviction.
Right.
To help ensure a conviction. Do you know, and this is the truth, folks, when a criminal case unrolls, it's developing, you file motions, you file pretrial motions, you do this, you get ready for trial. And a lot of the pretrial motions is what can come in.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
A lot of pretrial motions is what can be used at trial, what can come in, what can be said, what can't. And again, I'm a firm believer that a lot of the trial takes place before the trial because if the judge elects to deny this one piece of evidence in favor of you coming in, it automatically tilts the justice in favor of the prosecution.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's just it's done and it's dirty as fuck. It's dirty as fuck. You know, and the DAs and the judges, they're stakeholders, folks. They're stakeholders in the prison system. Do your homework. Do your homework.
Along with the corporations are getting very cheap labor.
Right, baby girl. Folks, they're stakeholders in this shit, man. Judges and prosecutors.
And
so
probably council members. Probably council members, congressmen, and all sorts.
Right. They got a monetary incentive to tilt the justice for the prosecution, man. You know, like, I guarantee you that dude P. Diddy ain't got no public defender. I guarantee you that. A fucking weirdo. He turned out to be a weirdo.
Well, and then look at the Karen Reed thing, too.
Right. They brought in a special prosecutor against her,
Make sure that they take her down. It's criminal.
They're trying to really hard. Like, what was that guy over there in Florida? I seen some dude named Wilson. What was his name, girl? That weirdo that killed in 2 women in Florida?
Oh.
With the tattoos on his face.
Oh, yeah.
The Joker tattoo.
Wade Wilson or something like that.
I mean, this guy, man, I see some of that trial. It was on court TV. I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't take it because, first of all, he killed 2 beautiful women. Yet were innocent women. And, you don't kill no woman. You don't hurt no woman or child or elderly or innocent. And, this dude sat there through that trial looking smug. Thought he was hardcore. I don't know how they do it in Florida, but I tell you this, if that motherfucker was in Cali and he went to a level 4 yard, he probably wouldn't fare too well. And that's all I'll say about that. That smug look on his face would come right off. I promise you. Because we don't get down like that over here. Like, not at all, man. That's insane. But they sensationalize those cases right there to fear-monger the public.
Yep.
Like, I don't like that dude. I would never be around that dude. And if I was, he'd be in trouble. But yet they try to categorize, they try to put me in that guy's category.
Yep.
Or put my homeboys in his category. They don't separate it. They try to paint everybody into this one big picture, and it's just not true. It's just not true, man. But that's what they do. That's what they do.
Yep.
And that is a system created for chaos. And by chaos, that's it. That's it. But yeah, man, I don't know. That's my spiel, man, and I'm sticking to it. Right, baby girl?
That's right. That's right.
We got any comments or
last
questions?
call for comments here. It's a little quieter tonight. I'm telling you, sometimes I think Saturday night.
Everybody's out
partying or date night. Yep.
Partying or date night, Saturday night. Get down. Yep. Shake your booty. But, I kind of see the writing on the wall with CDCR folks, and I don't know if I'm seeing that they're going to do these indeterminate issues again or what. They're finding a way to keep us slammed down in a solitary confinement. They're finding a way to fucking smash on us again and do us dirty and shit like that. And they're using bogus information, contrived information, and falsified crap to do so. You know what I'm saying? So I say, look, man, we gotta wake this beast back up. We gotta shake everybody and shake them up, man, and check it out. Because if you don't see it, man, you're kind of blind. You're not kind of. You are blind. You are blind. When the CDCR said at that Ninth Circuit hearing last year in November on the Astor settlement case in Boston and Brant, yes, we falsify shit. Yes, we lie. Yes, we manipulate shit. That's how we do it. We are CDCR. So what? Sue us.
Well, they have an oath that they're not living up to. They said that they uphold the law, state, county, and city. Doesn't seem that way to me.
Well, that what you found right there contradicts what they were bragging about at that hearing. So, that's what we're dealing with, folks. And yet they got us in prison. They got me in prison. And they're the ones openly boasting about these are the most violent men in the United States prison systems. And then this is what they're doing to them then and to other people, falsifying documents, lying, coercing evidence, coercing slander, propagating rumors, and yet they, on the other hand, they're claiming, the most violent faction in the prison systems, the most violent people in prison. So, and they're boasting about it, like, oh well, yeah, this is what we do. So what? Fuck you. And that's their tax dollars going to a corrupt.
Well, I think that happy little dance they're doing is short-lived.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Here, let me call back.
Okay. Yeah. time the finagling and manipulating get exposed for what it is. Looks like Baxter's trying to tell us something here. What's the matter, puppy, huh? What's the matter, pup?
You have a prepaid call from an incarcerated individual at the California State Prison for Prairie, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Okay, here we are.
Link.
All right, I'm back, baby girl.
You're back.
So, anybody got questions before we wind this bad boy on down tonight, man? It's Saturday. Tim, everybody, you know, I appreciate y'all hanging in here, kicking it with us tonight. Whoever's out there in the chat room listening.
Yeah, the chat room's pretty quiet. It's definitely nothing like Thursdays, but that's okay, because like you said, it's Saturday night. Baxter has something to say.
Oh, yeah, that dog's always got something to say. He's very vocal. That dog is very vocal. So, well, hell, man, let's just go ahead and wind it down.
Okay.
Thanks for y'all's support. Thanks for y'all hanging out. You know, demand transparency, demand accountability. Maybe we can get something going on this petition. I don't know.
Yeah, there's one thing I'd like to say about that. You know, call out to anyone, especially somebody who is familiar or has experience in this type of spearheading to try to help us organize a type of a watchdog community. I'd like to see every prison in California have its own independent, socially built. There he goes. He's got to call back again. Watchdog. And I've got some ideas. I think it would be great if they were rotating. That all members from all levels of society came in, did their little service, and be able to make it happen. So I don't know. I'm not a good organizer. I'm not a good person for gathering people. My promoting skills suck, but my ideas are great. Okay.
Wow, they hung up on me. Sorry about that, baby girl.
Yeah. Talking about how nice it would be if every prison had its own watchdog community built on from all levels of society within their communities.
Right. But baby, for that to happen, you know, these wardens, they can't act like they're bigger than you guys because you guys pay their wages. You know,
well, the idea is like, it would be like a BOP. It would be like a parole board on the prison, but built by society. Like, say, a doctor, a housewife, a school volunteer, the animal shelter worker. You know, people from all levels of society, and then have like a rotation. Like maybe have 20 people up, but like maybe 5 at a time, and switch them out quarterly or something.
No, I get it. Yeah, something like I get it. Yeah, something like that, man. I mean, that's a start, right? But something has to be done where, you know, because like they have the inmate family council, and a lot of them. These wardens are like, you know what? We don't have to answer to you people, period. Fuck you, it's our way or the highway. And that's the attitude they have at the people that's paying their wages.
Well,
and so
What
don't
I
want
know about it a
transparency at
little,
all.
what I know about it a little bit, it was there was an independent IFC at all the prisons. Then there was a state IFC, and now some of the prisons, if not all the prisons, have succumbed to just the state IFC, and it's mostly
Right,
the wardens dictating to the IFC
right.
members instead
Yeah.
of the
Yep.
IFC bringing issues to the wardens.
Right. And demanding answers. Like,
Right.
you know, so y'all pay their wages. You want to know how this shit's being spent. Your tax dollars and on the prisons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something has to happen. But look, with that said, we'll see you guys next week. I'll send my best to you guys, man. Everybody, Tim K, everybody out there listening, I send my best. Fucking, thanks for your support, man. Share my videos. And let's get this word out there, man. You know, I don't seek nothing but the truth and sharing the corruption and conditions of confinement with you. I don't cross no lines I ain't supposed to. So with that said, I send my best. Y'all take care. Until the next one, keep it solid always.
Y'all have a good night now. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you all.